the same thing, remember bacterium or any type of microbe like that has a job to do in nature. And so the question would be the condition and tissues of your stomach. So stomach tissue is easy to cure. We've had a lot of stomach cancer, probably the easiest cancer on the planet to cure. That and say kidney and prostate and things like this. Closer to the kidneys, the easier, obviously, these type of cancers are. But I would really work on detoxifying my stomach, get our stomach and bowel formulas that will help to clean and get the inflammation out of those tissues. I'd stay probably away from acid fruits and stuff like that a little while. Go to the subacid. Subacids are your grapes. Someone asked me whether I liked green grapes or red grapes. Of course, I like them all, but I eat the darker ones. If you take a pH strip and you check your pH after you eat each one of them, the darker ones give you the highest pH there. So it's like blueberries and blackberries. The darker, the more power, the more flavonoids. It's just a strong, powerful food. Nutritionally, I don't know where people didn't realize fruits and berries are not one of the most nutritious foods on the planet, especially picked ripe, grown properly. That's always a given, we know. So, honey, just tetanus shots, that, again, that's all about lymphatic systems. Clean it out. It's like being spider bit or snake bit. You head for lymphatic herbs. If you're snake bit or spider bit, some girl told me yesterday from Indiana she was bit by a black spider with a white top. Wasn't a black widow with a red top, and then she went into asthma. Well, they're neurotoxins. These venoms are neurotoxins. As long as your lymph system can adequately clean this out, you're good. So no matter even what snake or whatever, you always want to have the lymphatic formulas around you. And you'll notice plantain is an herb that's extremely good for bites. We get a lot of recluse spider bites in here. Medical doctors get them antibiotics. That doesn't help. They come in here and they lose their tissues. Now you don't have to go through all that. Your body will clean that out and restore the bite, and that's what health is all about. That's why I'm saying that we all got to get together in the health field and actually become the health field and quit treating symptoms and dealing with sicknesses. I often thought I would really love to sue the AMA over using the word health. That is our word, not their word, and they have nothing to do about health. We are totally involved in health of the human body. Just the insanity. But that, I don't know if that'd be a spiritual thing, but after a while you kind of get frustrated at the ego here and the sense of I know everything and you know nothing type of thinking. And it hasn't served man well to have that, So, honey, just keep going with your health and you'll be fine. I appreciate your comments, sweetheart. You're a lovely, lovely, lovely soul. The thoughts on the appendix. Lymphatics, that's a big lymph area there, considered a big lymph node. And you notice when the lymph nodes back up, and if they stay backed up too much, you start to lose them. I see some cases where their lymph nodes have actually deteriorated in their bodies. And so, you just go back for health and you clean that lymph system out, because you will lose the appendix, the tonsils, the adenoids, all same kind of tissues there. And this is all the lymph tissue. It's unfortunate the AMA has lost the understanding, or never had it maybe, of the lymph system and the role of the lymph nodes and why there's bacteria in the lymph nodes and the important role of bacterium. So real important to look at that. I'm also trying to think of all these questions that came to me so I can answer them maybe in a more rhythmatic way there. But great foods to prevent cancer. Chris is not here right now, but if I can get you this chart, I want to show you this. I don't know, I'm not looking at where I can see myself here, but I want to show you this chart. I don't know if this is coming into you at all. I hope it is. If not, I'll try to show this at another time. Maybe I need to be back or forward. I have not a clue. This chart is from the American Cancer Society in 1986. And it shows all fruits and vegetables. Now, what happened to you, American Cancer Society? Now you can have rattlesnake, ostrich, kangaroo, buffalo. They don't care. It's like, what? No link to cancer in the diet, right? I mean, I can't say that man can handle that stupidity much longer. But your fruit and veggies, guys, fruits and veggies. And the fruits, to me, are the king for Homo sapiens. We are the most primate-looking of all the vertebrates, and to me, we're more refined still. So that even puts us more in the frugivorish category than even primates, which are frugivores. We can't call them omnivores. There's some monkeys that eat omnivores. Looks a little unnatural, don't it? Especially that chimpanzee group that broke away from that experimental station. These guys are violent. Wouldn't want to be around those guys. Pretty strong here. Someone asked me an important question about masturbation here. Now, a lot of people, of course, use that method of feeling good, you know, and so nothing wrong about it. The thing is that sometimes we have a lot of testosterone building up in the males, and sometimes they have to, you know, the same with the females too. I'm going to say that when you start developing your sense of the now and you start working from up here, you know, a lot of people play with the chakras and the kundalini, and they're raising the energy from the lower chakra in the groin area and build it up through here and working up here. Actually, just start from up here. Quit wasting time. Start from up here. Be from up here. Work from as opposed to, and you'll it's just a shift in consciousness, but you'll save a lot of years. And be in that now and work from you as the observer, as the center. When you do that, it will change the energy frequencies. And then if you want to have celibacy, you can do it a lot easier, and it's a ride. I spent several years being celibate, in other words, not engaging in any type of release or sexual activity, be it masturbation or having enjoyment with another person. It just doesn't matter. You know, the primates are pretty active that way. I think, 30 times a day or something. But to me, those things doesn't matter. But the more spiritual and the more awakened you are, the less active you are down there, to be honest with you. And so it just goes with the territory. The bonding with another individual is a much higher level, and it's just more etheric, and the joy and ecstasy of another individual coming together, and then you're able to maintain your individuality. So use the images you're using and change them, you know. But, okay. Now, someone asked me about migraines. I was definitely raised with migraines. I had an Amish elder come to me many years ago, had migraines for 45 years straight. And he'd been to all the migraine and headache clinics around the world. He had done over 100 chelation therapies, spent tons of money. And I had it out of him in less than 2 months. So the biggest thing with migraines, get the sinuses cleaned out, get the thyroid perked up, clean the GI tract. These are the 3 most predominant places for migraines. And really get the bowels cleaned up, the GI tract cleaned up, and get your body back into a state of health. That always corrects everything, and including and especially migraines. Very important to get that out, because no one likes a migraine. Those things are gnarly. I had a medical doctor tell my parents when I was a kid that my eye muscles weren't developed yet, so I needed to read an hour every day. Try reading when you have a migraine. I mean, the most stupidest things is out there now. Like I said, we'll try to shoot a video here this morning on muscle testing. It's just using physics to see how you interact with the energy of things. I'd like to hear your opinion. Let's see. Water ionizers. I'm glad you asked this question, because you're going to find me a little simple here, guys. I've been through a lot of years of different things, from ozone machines to frequency machines to the Rife machine to the foot baths to, I mean, untold things through the years.